Hello and welcome to FCBA 2020. We have this wonderful conversation going on in the area of customer experience, where we are talking about Hello Experience Next. We have all seen so much of innovation in customer service, in experience, in terms of how the customers are now suddenly woken up to the digital world and have started, interacting with the bank very innovatively, digitally, through mobiles, through various other, uh, you know, uh, other channels digitally. And what now is the challenge is, A, how can you give the same kind of binding trust that you are safe, you are secure with us on one side. On the other side, the cooperative banking sector, which has been really very good with your relationship with your customers till today, how are you making this relationship pass on to the customer even now? And the third thing we are going to talk about, what are the new realms of possibilities in relationship? I have a wonderful panel with me. I have Mr. Satish Utekar, who is the former CEO of TJSP, and he is a noted cooperative banking consultant. He is the person who will share a top management's perspective in this conversation about how the top management has been thinking about customer experience. We have some wonderful stalwart upcoming IT professionals in the cooperative banking sector. We have Vinayak Chavan of Parsik Bank, who has been a very inquisitive IT professional from the Parsik Bank. Mr. Sunil Gharge, who is the IT head of the Hasti Bank, and Mr. Rohit, who is the CISO of Arihant Bank. And along with him, we have Mr. Nadkarni, Sachin Nadkarni from SVC Bank, who has also been in the forefront of technology. The bank is currently going through a core banking replacement and at the same time improving and putting in a lot of interesting channels into its fore. Satish ji, let me start off with you in this conversation. So, Satish ji, you have been the CEO of the bank for quite some time. How are you seeing the customers' experience, changing in this digital world? What kind of innovations have come in this experience perspective? In the last 8-10 years, what thing has changed, and how do you see it going ahead?
Thank you, Mr. Babu. In fact, giving an opportunity to talk about the technology in banking, and very close to my heart. For last 8-10 years, I was continuously pursuing the technology in banking, and technology. I was continuously following up what is the expectation of the customers. How do we go close to the customers and maximize our business? And second, the important part is the profitability. That is most important. Sitting at the top, we always looked at it, how can we create a sound balance sheet and P&L which will attract investors end of the day, and investors will be attracted only if they get a satisfaction in the organization, and the satisfaction can be brought in the new digital age is only because of the technology. But having technology and using technology, these are the two different concepts. We can spend on technology, create a platform, we can have a best of the best softwares in our fold, but whether the customer is benefited, customer is satisfied or not, that is most important. So last 1 decade, the transition is that most of the cooperative banks have shifted their operations on the base technology platform. Like there are banks who are having Infosys with them. There are banks with the iFlex and then Infrasoft. Like means the transition is from the to the modern technology adoption. There are best of the best tech and data centers also created by the bank. And during this pandemic period, we could see that no bank there is a failure or because of the technology the operations have been stopped. It has not happened anywhere in the banking system. Maybe stray some examples. But the during pandemic, it is proved that cooperative banks have adopted the best technology platform. They have the best software, and they can definitely keep the customers satisfied and create a confidence among the investors. That is most important. But as I said, that this last 1 year Having technology and using technology. These are the two different challenges. Using technology is I can be the most toughest challenges to take the technology to the employees who are really responsible for making customer happy, and then again convincing customers and bringing them on the technology platform. That is most important. What has happened in this pandemic, that we are fortunate that pandemic is there. How can I say that? Miss Fortunate, I can say fortunate as a banker. I am saying the professional way of thinking of it. We should not have pandemic like this and creating a total negativity. But the pandemic, I am looking to the positive side of the pandemic. Pandemic has asked the customers to come on the digital platform without taking much of the effort. The customers are now started. They are digitally aware. They understood what they need, and the confidence is established on the bankers that the banking never stops, whatever may go wrong, because of the technology. Now it is for the bankers to think how they can take the best maximum advantage of the technology implementation. See, it is like I was also always sharing with my colleagues that when we are creating technology platforms, spending so much of money, and every year we have a financial hit on the P&L side. That means we have, if suppose my total staff strength was around 1,800 employees, so we always have around us around 500 invisible employees. To use their productivity is most important thing we should understand. How can we use these invisible employees efficiency and productivity and their intelligence? That is most important, and that is what we should learn. My 1,800 employees should learn that they have a team of 500 employees who can support them for mobilizing business, for doing operations, for risk management, everything. So this is what is how the technology will be used, and for that the banks needs to be more efficient and thinking about their own processes. They have to revisit their own processes. They have to re-engineer the processes. They should understand how to reach to the customers. And end of the day, at a top level, sitting at the top level, what is our expectation is that how my productivity goes up. Today, if you ask me, if we don't have a 20 crores of business per employee business, we can say no, profitable. We are not doing a profitable business. And second important thing, how my cost of transaction and cost of operations coming down. Means if I could manage that, then only the technology leverage has happened. So to do that, cost of, I mean, bring down the cost of operations and then improve the customer satisfaction and ultimately improving the productivity. That is most important. So sitting at the top level, we think that so much we spend, but how much we used only say 10% to 12%. Today, even many of the banks, one of the banks I was closely associated, Vinayak is representing that bank. So after doing a lot of data analysis, and then we understood that we are using only 20%, 25% of the investment, and there is still 75% leverage is yet to be done. So top level spending may not be a problem. Like a bank like PJSB can spend, but spending should get you the ROI also. That is most important. I think everybody from the banking sector should be thinking like that. I'm sharing my experience that many of the private sector banks, particularly when I discuss about technology, always look to the SDFC Bank, how they are leveraging, how they are tapping the potential customers, how they are moving from metros to urban, semi-urban, and rural areas, how they are capturing the business. I think the strength of the cooperative bank is much bigger than the private sector banks we have, because we have a one-to-one contact and there is a lot of loyalty. But yes, end of the day, the customer expectations are most important. We should understand that to continue this loyalty and maximize the business, how the technology is leveraged. That is most important.
Excellent, sir. Thank you for that top management perspective. and that was a very good encapsulation of the how the business is and how the business has to look at technology to leverage and not only just invest but take the ROI out of those technologies to give that share. One thing is certain that you have a very good customer relationship today with the cooperative bank. Now how can you digitally transform that and give the same kind of relationship with the customer and give that same kind of feel and service to the customer using that digital technology and extract more business or more pocket share from that customer. Sachinji, you have been working with a leading, cooperative bank yourself also. From a large cooperative bank perspective, then we will come to the smaller cooperative bank. What are the technologies you see has been quite useful for you, especially when it comes to extending a better customer experience and gaining better pocket share from the existing customer? What is appealing to you these days?
First of all, yes, before coming to technology,
Hey, I was asking Sachin ji, Sachin Nadkar ji.
Sachin, okay,
Sorry,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Babu, for giving me opportunity. Yeah, this customer relations, this has always been there because only thing was a customer touch point was the branch. All these days, or prior to this digitalization, branches used to do multiple things apart from normal transaction, building a trust with the customer, building a brand by doing a transparent and fair practices, and building stickiness with the customers by working as advisory or helping them in banking related things. Now, nothing has changed because customer has not changed because his behavior is the same. Only those touch points have changed. So from physical branch, it has moved to more electronic kind of thing. So there are many ways banks can touch base with the customer apart from these physical interactions. So first, I've seen that total transformation. First, wherever banks started interacting with customers through maybe SMS and all, where they had one-to-one this one information systems, and the second is by a way of internet banking and mobile banking, where there we went to customers comfort area rather than earlier concept of customer coming to us. So that's why with penetration of mobile and internet, so this is the most prominent way of contacting the customer or getting to the customer. So in our case, we prioritize whatever smaller things are there can be automated or can we take it to the customer. Those in the first part we automated them using the maybe not so significant technologies like we automated balance statements and all, and then we started taking 15G automatically. Then the second technology, I would say, or not technology concept is one shop stop, where after giving a mobile and internet, so customer started asking for more because he didn't want to go to 100 banks for 100 services. Those we built around those mobile banking and internet banking technologies. So then now the concept is omni-channel. Wherever customer goes to the branch or customer uses electronic channels, so we want to give the same experience in to the customers. So that we did. Now comes the bots, where we have abundant AI or ML technologies, which were very expensive. So now with these fintechs coming and lot of competition between fintech, these technologies have come down and these are accessible to cooperative banks also. So this is a one technology where you can understand the customer. Rather earlier we used to give same service to all the customers. Now in using these technologies we can understand and we can customize the product and we can give whatever customer wants. So these are the new innovations, I would say, which we would like to. Some of them we are yet to do, but most of the time I think we have done it. So these are the technologies we would like to work on, definitely.
Fantastic. So one thing is very clear. You have on one side physical, the other side you have got digital. Okay. Today, till now, the customers were very careful to or very happy engaging with you physically, and now slowly they are transforming into the digital channels. Okay, you have seen things like replacing paper with screens and keyboard. You have seen things like translation into Indian languages. You have seen things like minimizing data entry by use of voice technology like Alexa, Siri, or whatever it is. These are some of the things. On the other side, there is also a lot of the chatbots which you have spoken about. The banks, especially the bigger banks like Kotak and all, have seen that when customers do an incoming call, on one side the customer starts talking to this customer executive, and behind in that screen it is recording and running that entire message through AI, and that AI bot is actually proposing what should be sold to the customer to the agent. So it is more of a phygital. The delivery is done digitally. The delivery is done physically, whereas the suggestion is coming digitally. So does this kind of things appeal to the people in the cooperative banking sector if you get in different languages? Is what something that I would also like to know from the cooperative bankers. Have you tried any such kind of innovations in multiple languages and in multiple technology areas like this? Anyone wanting to take a chance on this?
Yeah, I'll give you one example. Like say, detecting a breast cancer was a difficult task a decade before. Then the physically, when there is a diagnosis done by the doctors, the success rate is around say 90 to 93% for diagnosing. With the AI, now the success AI, if suppose independently used, it gives you accuracy of around 93%. But physical and AI combined, the accuracy is around 98%. And why I'm giving this example, see, as Sachin said that physical interaction with the customers and digitally, you rightly said that now because of technology, you are more closer to the customer. We should understand that the customer is not just sitting next to me and I'm interacting with the customers. How to use means the internet facility, then your AI should give you all the information about it. AI, artificial intelligence will give you the details of the बोले कुंडली बोलते हैं ना कुंडली उसकी मिल जाती है सामने and you start interacting with the customer and then customer is so happy my banker is knowing everything about me, so why not continue relationship and bring so many friends again. See, I personally feel that this is an opportunity. Pandemic has given us opportunity to go to the close to the customers, understand their needs, and also bring them to your fold in such a fashion that for next decade he will not even think of going out of your fold. So this is what I think positively we should think about.
Absolutely. You have ever been to an interesting CEO of a bank?
Half a minute I'll just take. Mr. Babu, last month I have been to State Bank of India for opening my joint account with my wife. And the counter operation officer, they asked me only to give our PAN card and Aadhaar card. They will sit for 5 minutes. From the PAN card and Aadhaar card, they captured everything in there. The data entry was done. After 5 6 minutes, 2 3 questions they asked and then updated their forms. Within 5 minutes, they did a KYC, online KYC, generated my other paper, asked me to sign that, and she said that your account is open. Great.
Yes.
SBA, it's State Bank of India. We call them an elephant. The elephant started running. So we also should understand If that is my experience as a banker, I was so happy. Within 10 minutes, SBI operations officer is telling me that your account is open. She is not knowing that I am a banker. Then I asked her, she has taken my photograph, the online camera, and everything. Everything was done within 10 minutes. 10 minutes, my account was open. Within 2 days, I received all my passbook, my checkbook, my debit card, and then lot of SMS about their product, giving me details about what you can do, what are the facilities offered by SBI. See, this is what is. So one satisfied customer of SBI who has just started association talking to you now
Fantastic.
as a corporate.
Fantastic.
I think this is an example we people should take. So physical and technology, how to blend that and educate our own staff. HR is going to play a major role. How do we?
Let me come to this HR perspective. Hasti Bank, you have been a very good bank. Sunil ji, you have won lot of accolades and awards in the last few years. And when you are doing all these digital things, I'm sure there will be especially in B and C class cities outside Mumbai or big cities like Mumbai and Delhi, you will have solid difficulty to convince your customers to transform into the digital channels. How are you making sure that on one side you adopt technology, on the other side you make people use these technologies and help them to engage in it? What do you do? How are you training your staff and your customers in this?
Thank you, Babu sir, Satish sir. Thank you for giving me the chance. Actually, मैं अभी जो भी है थोड़ा हिंदी में बात करना चाहूँगा आपसे।
जरूर हिंदी में बोलिए, अच्छी बात है, हम भी हिंदी में ही सुनना
हम
चाहते
लोग वहाँ पर रहते हैं, जो जिस एरिया में हम लोग ये हमारा पूरा बैंकिंग का ट्रांजेक्शन करते हैं, वो काफी रूरल एरिया में है। जैसे आप यदि देखेंगे तो हमारा अक्कलकोट बैंक जो भी है वो गुजरात की बाउंड्री पर है, तलोदा है, नवापुर है, शहादा है जो हमारा एमपी के बॉर्डर पर होता है। तो जो एरिया में हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, डोंडाचा एक्चुअली कैसा है कि रूरल एरिया ही है वैसा। और अभी हमारे ब्रांचेस यदि पुणे में भी है या नासिक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में भी है समझो, तो भी कैसा है मोस्ट ऑफ द हमारा जो वर्किंग एरिया है वो रूरल है। और यहाँ पर काम करते समय कैसा रहता है कि सभी जितने भी लोग रहते हैं वो सारे कुछ डिजिटली साक्षर नहीं होते। तो इन लोगों के साथ में डिजिटल बैंकिंग करना या डिजिटल सारी चीजें सब ये करना काफी बड़ी दिक्कत का काम होता है। तो सबसे पहली बात हमें जो काम करना पड़ता है तो इन लोगों का विश्वास संपादन करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि इन्हें कैसा होता है कि जब भी आप ट्रांजेक्शन करना है या कुछ ये चीजें जो भी है इन्हें सब टीवी पर देखना या किसी ने बताना बोले तो काफी देखने जैसा ये रहता है। लेकिन जब ये इनको जब ट्रांजेक्शन करने का होता है तो ये कभी किसी का ऐसा डायरेक्ट ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं करते, क्योंकि कैसा रहता है कि इन्हें सब चीजों के बारे में ऐसे पता होता है कि भाई अगर समझो आप डिजिटली ट्रांजेक्शन करेंगे तो आपका अकाउंट हैक हो जाएगा, आपके अकाउंट में से पैसे चले जाएंगे। तो इस चीज का जो भी होता है वो काफी इम्पैक्ट इनके ऊपर होता है। तो हम बैंक में जो भी कुछ काम किया आज की तारीख में, यदि आप देखेंगे समझो हमारे एरिया में जो भी ट्रांजेक्शन हो रहे हैं डिजिटल ट्रांजेक्शन, बैंक काफी बड़ी मात्रा में आज डिजिटल ट्रांजेक्शन कर रही है।
Vinayak ji, you have been from the Parsik Bank. You also have a huge bank size and customer base. What innovations have you adopted? See, one very interesting thing that Sunil ji has said is about trust. Trust is one of the most important factor. Vishwas hona chahiye of the customer. So, how have you helped in building stronger trust into the digital channels with the customer, because of which the customer is in a position to do more transaction, and which digital channels have worked for you effectively in the last few months?
Thank you, Babu sir, for giving me this opportunity. Actually, as you rightly said, trust. So you see cooperative banks. Hello, am I audible?
Absolutely.
You see, cooperative bank per se more of a personal touch with customer. Customer from traditionally would like to visit branch, do their banking, interact with the banker, and that's how this trust has been formed over the period of time in cooperative banking. And cooperative bank customer is more of a kind of you give them respect and they will keep coming back to you ever after. But since the time has changed, people are more nowadays have to shift to the digital era of banking. So you have to give same kind of a comfort on digital. So my bank per se, we are sticking to the basics. We are yet trying to move ahead. You must be knowing that we are one of the front enders for launching debit card and then so on. So even for all the services that we have launched, digital channels, we are one of the top 5 or 10 bankers. So giving same kind of a trust, comfort. We started with a basic banking and then moving on to mobile and internet banking, where you will get very what do you say, very subtle banking, where you have very intuitive these apps, digital banking app, mobile banking app, and internet banking, not so many clicks. So this is how basically we first shifted our branch banking customer to digital, and then gradually then we moved on to UPI channel, where nowadays we are getting UPI transactions are getting hit more and more. So this is how GP Parsik Bank has started moving.
Any new technology area you are planning to get into? It can be RPA, it can be cloud, it can be AI, it can be any of these kind of payment channels or digital lending, etc. Is any of these kind of things coming into your customer experience agenda in the near future?
Yes, actually, what we are working on is that using analytics into a lending space, or analyzing customer behavior and then giving kind of a contextual banking, where what customer needs, we want it to be there then. So using analytics that we are mainly evaluating further.
Fantastic. So, from the cooperative banking perspective, today we have, while on one side most of the banks have been struggling on the basic core banking, the other set of customers are really looking at getting ahead and getting into the newer and newer areas of technology which are there. I would definitely come back to all three of you, Vinayak ji, Sachin ji, and Utekar ji, to ask what are the one or two technologies you would recommend for cooperative banks, which is definitely safe, secure, trustworthy to leapfrog you into the digital world. But before I ask that, I have already, our panelists from the Hasti Bank, सुनील जी who has come back. सुनील जी, we lost you in between. आपको थोड़ा सा हम मिस कर गए, तो आप आपका जरा कंप्लीट कर दीजिए सेंटेंस।
सर ये थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब हुआ था। कैसे, जिस तरह से मैं कह रहा था कि भाई ये अभी हमारा जो भी बैंक है वो काफी ट्रैवल एरिया में काम करता है, तो डिजिटल ट्रांजैक्शन जो भी है वो कस्टमर तक लेके जाना और कस्टमर से करवाना, इसके लिए हस्ती बैंक ने जो भी आज काम किया हुआ है, तो उसके लिए हमारे जो चेयरमैन सर है कैलाश जी का जैन और श्री काका जी कांतिलाल जी जैन, उन्होंने एक इस तरह से बाकी का ये किया हुआ है कि डिजिटल सिटी ये करने का। तो आज हमारा जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है, तो उसमें कैसा है कि काफी मात्रा में लोग हमारे हस्ती बैंक के ऊपर विश्वास करते हैं। कि हस्ती बैंक से अगर समझो ये ट्रांजेक्शन होता है या कोई भी स्कीम यदि हस्ती बैंक का ट्रांजेक्शन के बारे में करते हैं तो उसके ऊपर काफी इफेक्ट होता है। तो ये सारी चीजें करते समय कैसा है कि डिजिटल पेमेंट के बारे में साक्षरता जो भी माध्यम से जो कर रहे हैं, तो यदि आप देखते हैं तो हस्ती बैंक में जो एटीएम्स होते हैं उसके ऊपर यदि जितने भी नेशनलाइज्ड बैंक से या प्राइवेट बैंक से आज की तारीख में यहाँ पर, तो उसका कस्टमर जो भी होता है वो भी हस्ती बैंक के एटीएम में आके ट्रांजेक्शन करता है। उसका रीजन एक ही होता है सर, कि वो जब कहता है कि 100% यदि समझो गारंटी है मुझे कि पैसे मिलेंगे तो वो हस्ती बैंक के एटीएम में मिलेंगे, क्योंकि जो सर्विस है वो सर्विस हस्ती बैंक इस तरह से देता है कि भाई एक एटीएम जो भी है वो 24/7 किस तरह से चले, क्योंकि हमारा जो भी वॉचमैन भी जो भी होगा समझो तो वो भी इतना उसमें उसको ट्रेन करके रखा हुआ है कि यदि समझो कस्टमर का कोई इश्यू होता है तो वो भी उसे सपोर्ट करता है और तुरंत जो भी कुछ होता है वो इंटरेक्ट करके उसका इश्यू रिजॉल्व कर देता है। क्योंकि इसमें देखो यानी कैसा होता है कि काफी लोगों का क्या होता है कि जैसे समझो पैसे मिलते हैं नहीं मिलते हैं, तो जो भी चार्जबैक वगैरह का जो भी होता है तो उसमें भी हमारे लोग काफी उनको मदद करते हैं। तो वो हिसाब से एटीएम जो भी है तो हमारे एटीएम के ट्रांजैक्शंस के लिए तो आपने भी हमें काफी सारा किया और एनपीसीआई भी हमें कहती है कि भाई आपके काफी बड़े मात्रा में ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं। उसी तरह से सर यदि देखेंगे आप, यदि यूपीआई जो भी है तो आज की तारीख में तो यदि समझो कोविड का जो भी है समझो वो हिसाब से यदि देखते हैं तो यूपीआई जो भी है उसका इतनी बड़ी पैमाने पर इस्तेमाल होना चालू हो गया है कि जो आज ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहे हैं, जो पहले ट्रांजैक्शन होते हैं उसके 4 गुना ट्रांजैक्शन आज यूपीआई के हो रहे हैं। अगर समझो यूपीआई का जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन है तो उसमें कैसे यानी इतना सिक्योर ट्रांजैक्शन होता है उस पर, क्योंकि क्यूआर कोड से यदि स्कैन करता है आदमी तो उसे जिसे पैसे भेजना है उसका सीधा नाम वहां पर सामने आ जाता है। तो ये तो सबसे पहली बात हो गई कि भाई अब जिसे पैसे ट्रांसफर करना है उसका नाम सामने आ रहा है, यानी 0 मिस्टेक्स रहेंगी उसमें। क्योंकि कैसा है कि अभी जैसे समझो आईएमपीएस है या किसी दूसरे आरटीजीएस से अकाउंट नंबर गलत डाला जाता है तो फिर उसको सामने वाले को गलत यानी जगह पे वो पैसे ट्रांसफर होते हैं और उसे रिटर्न लाना भी काफी मुश्किल का काम होता है। तो यूपीआई में ये सबसे बड़ी फैसिलिटी अच्छी होती है, क्योंकि क्यूआर कोड से स्कैन करते हैं तो उसका सामने नाम आ जाता है और सेफली उसके पैसे फंड ट्रांसफर हो जाते हैं। और अभी देखेंगे सर आप तो आगे जाके फ्यूचर में जो हमें लगता है जिस तरह से अभी ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रहे हैं वो तो यूपीआई आगे काफी मात्रा में यूपीआई के ट्रांजैक्शंस होंगे, क्योंकि आज हम देखेंगे समझो तो एटीएम का ट्रांजैक्शंस जो भी है वो काफी मात्रा में कम हो रहे हैं और यूपीआई के ट्रांजैक्शंस काफी बढ़ रहे हैं उसमें।
सर सो आगे के फ्यूचर में कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी 2 टेक्नोलॉजीज व्हिच आर गोइंग टू, आप लोग तीनों से चारों से प्रश्न कर रहा हूं, ये कौन सी 2 ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं जो आपको लगता है व्हिच विल मेक अ रिमार्केबल experiential banking in the future? Can I start with Sachin ji? Sachin ji, can you please share me?
Yeah, I completely agree with Mr.
Can I have one more question to Sachin ji?
Yes, sir.
Because now you are on a field. I'm just sharing my experience with the banker.
Yes,
I
sir.
have one question for you. Babu, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please, let's we will end the session in 5 minutes. You can ask me and we will.
Sachin ji, I want one information from you. What is the technology adopted for lending purpose? One.
Okay.
And secondly, when we are talking about mobile banking, internet, UPI and all these things, with all digital payments and all, so whether at a top level there is a plan or the thinking going on how to deal with the physical assets which may not be required in another 5-6 years time, like ATMs or big premises and all other physical assets.
When you say about this one digital, there is always concern about ROI, whether we will. Yeah, definitely these physical assets have to be considered. Even when this same question, sir, came 10 years back, when digital comes, ATM goes, kind of. So even after 10, transactions have reduced, but if you consider COVID, the transactions were okay considerably, because that there will be gradual shift or gradual decrease in these physical assets, but I think it will still be there. But anyway, we have to adapt to new technology only. And regarding other physical assets in the branches, yeah, we are digitizing like documents and all. If you are mentioning, those will be digitized by that time. But third thing, if you are mentioning about brick and mortar branches and all, so maybe at this point, I don't know whether they will reduce or they will still provide services, because there will always be small portion or some portion of the customer which would like to visit the branches for some services.
Interesting. In digital lending, if there is any technology, most of the times that are being used is basically AI. AI is used very, very drastically in the area of digital lending. The AI also uses. There are some very interesting services which are also being used by people into getting the inputs from online, especially on credentials and the bureau services. These are some of the things that are being used by people, getting information from the company records and civil records and personal records and wherever possible digitally. So, and that is all worked very interestingly with the AI perspective. Great. So these are the two, three things I have also seen. I don't know whether Sachinji has seen anything more other than that in the lending services.
Babu, to add to your this AI, I just wanted to add one point: proactive engagement for improved financial management. That's what banks must do now. With a combination of increased data that we have and advanced analytics, expanded channel opportunities, bank will have great expanded array of moment of truth, that you have all the data, crunch that data to engage with consumer actually in real time, because you have to be there at when customer need you. That's what in last this thing I tried to explain, that contextual banking is more important in real time to assist with management of financial relationship. Beyond next best action or co-locational opportunities, bank will be able to deliver proactive insights that can help consumer avoid financial pitfalls. So that's what take advantage of opportunities faster than ever before. Deploying messages on mobile banking, like we randomly send messages to customer as a whole, will never work. You have to segmentize the customers according to their need. How will you analyze their need? When you use data analytics in your data that you have.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that closing remark. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for all
Thank
your
you.
wonderful, suggestions, sharings. Customer experience is definitely the next, most important thing in taking ahead the relationships of the cooperative banks. And the cooperative banks, which have been really very strong in this relationship, is the only thing that has made them sustain till today, because the customer is something that has made them sustain here. How can you further build the trust amongst the customer? How can you up the trust amongst the customer? How can you serve more needs of the customer in an age where an elephant like SBI is running so fast? How can a rat like us run faster than that and make a better use of our agility? So you have to play with your strength. Your strength is your experience and your this thing. How can the rat run the race with agility and make it is something that we have to see. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Babu.